Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? Welcome to Myles Dyer Live. I'm Myles Dyer, and today is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. I can't believe we're in the second month of the year already. And it's the shortest month as well, but not counting it down. It's absolutely flown by. I know for some people it has dragged, because January is one of those weird months. We have something in the UK, it was like a corporate manufactured thing called Blue Monday. I don't know if it's like the third or fourth Monday of January. It's like regarded as the most depressing Monday of the year. Turns out there's no scientific basis behind it. I think it was a travel agency were promoting it or something. And it's the idea that, you know, everyone spent a lot at Christmas, they're trying to save money, they're waiting for that paycheck, and so everyone feels a bit down with the weather and stuff like that. But I had 2 weeks off in January, which was long overdue, and I was feeling good for it. And yeah, I'm really, some of you in the chat were saying you're really happy that I'm having guests on as a regular thing now. Me too. It's just great. And really excited for today's chat as well, which will start in just a moment. But first, I just want to say hello to everyone in the live chat. Kira Cat Lady, how are we doing? Ryan, good to see you here. See, this is the thing now. It tells me everyone's users' names, not their screen name. So, Jason, hello. We got Smash Fuller, Canic Tunes, B Green, who like my Aces of Thunder short. Thank you, I'm glad. Aces of Thunder is a tough game. That just came out 2 days ago on PSVR 2 and Steam. And it's one of those games where, because it's like a flight sim, you have to like, I was playing some online battles where you have to fly for like 6 minutes to get into battle. And then I got shot down straight away, and then you got to take off again and fly for another 6 minutes. And I don't know, you got to, I guess, just take in the view and stuff on the way there. And Blue Monday is supposedly a great song by Fats Domino. I'll take your word for it. I have no idea about that. Oh, okay, there we go. My granddad was a big Fats Domino fan. Maybe I had heard it. If I heard it, I would recognise it. And Smash Fuller, already talking about the topic for today. I bought an extra headset just for exercising. That's a really good point, because when you exercise in a headset, definitely when I do, it gets very, very sweaty. I mean, I clean my headset and stuff like that, but sometimes I'm like, do I need it? But then it's also like Apple Watches. You can buy like, obviously, workout straps. But I don't know. I can't be bothered to keep changing them between like different sessions. You want to keep it all. And I don't know if I can be bothered to do that with... But then having a separate VR headset, that kind of makes sense. Oh, and my dad's in the chat. Hello, Dad. I think my dad's currently on a skiing holiday at the moment, so I don't know what you're doing in the chat. I mean... You're allowed to, but shouldn't you be skiing? I guess it's a bit late there now. Good to have you here. And everyone's saying hi to him now. Cool. The only other thing I was going to talk about really was there was a lot of heated conversation in my in the comment section of my Myles Dyer Live episode last week, which I was obviously talking about what was going on in America. And I'm sort of in two minds about this. There were people that were saying they'd lost respect for me and like, why don't I just stick to gaming? And I just found it like really sad, because it's kind of like people are losing respect for me because I'm talking about politics. But like, I'm not talking about politics in the traditional sense of like, should be your voting intentions. I'm just talking about like life and like decency and issues. And anyone that's ever been subscribed to this channel knows I've always been open to have conversations about stuff. And I say during the live streams as well, you don't have to agree with me. Like, people that disagree, I welcome you to talk. Like, respectfully disagree. I know some of these conversations feel kind of existential sometimes, so it makes it difficult. But also, like, Myles Dyer Live has never been a gaming show. Like, I do Let's Plays of every single PSVR 2 game. If that's what you like, watch it. If you like Without Parole, watch it. But I just want to say, like, overall, really good conversations. I love the guests I've got on, and I don't always endorse everything they say, although there's really any reason to normally say that. But something I can definitely endorse is the fact that I do, in fact, think that gaming is a good source for VR fitness. So my guest today is KaleahVR, who is a great... I always hate using the word content creator. We're more than content creators. We don't just make content. But a VR influencer, excellent in the space, who does often talk about VR fitness. And I've been following her content for a while now. We always talk from time to time. But the great thing about doing this is we can actually be on screen in real time. So, Kaleah, welcome. How you doing?
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you good.
Hello.
Yeah, all the way over the ocean. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Hey, everyone. What up, Myles? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We had a nice little chat beforehand. And the thing is about having those chats is you end up having conversations like, oh, this would be good to talk on show. Like, should save it. And so I'm like keeping my mouth buttoned up. So I'm just going to go in with a question because otherwise I'm going to ask it indirectly anyway. How did you even get into doing VR? Like, what is your origin story of being a VR content creator?
So I get this question a nice amount, and I still don't exactly know the answer.
Well,
All
most
I
people always
know,
talk about they fall into stuff, right? You never do it with intention, right? You fall into it.
right? Yeah, it doesn't really make too much sense. When I look back at it, I remember it was 2021. I was at my highest weight ever. I don't know if I watched a YouTube video. I don't know if I saw an ad. I don't know what it was, but I got a paycheck a couple weeks before Christmas and I said, I'm going to buy myself a VR headset and see if I can lose weight. And I was like, you know what? I also like making videos, so let's record it too. It doesn't really make sense, I'll be honest. I don't know where it started, but I knew I wanted to.
Had you done like fitness in regular gaming? Like we always talk about the Wii Fit and like stuff like that. Had you ever done that sort of stuff? Okay.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh my gosh, Wii Fit, Wii Sports.
What was the wheel?
Oh
What was
my
the wheel they
gosh.
sold? The didn't they, was it with the Switch or something? I don't know what it.
The Ring Fit, is that
That
the
was it, the
one?
Ring Fit. Did you ever do that?
I didn't do the Ring Fit because that was a little bit later when I never really did the Switch. So like, but the Wii was my stuff. That was
Yeah.
my jam. The best thing ever. I always have like memories of playing with my sisters, my brother, my mom. Like those are core memories. And even like getting on the Wii Fit scale and it being like, all right, fatty, step off. I
I
remember
couldn't
that
believe how
like it was
harsh it
yesterday.
was when I used it, and it sort of talks behind your back to other people of like, oh, like saying to my brother, oh, Miles has really let himself go today, and I'm like, what?
And when you would step on the Wii Fit board, it would go, oh,
Yeah,
like, whoa.
passive aggressiveness. It was unbelievable. I wonder if it's a
Yeah,
translation thing.
diabolical. Yes.
Must be a translation thing. Like in a culture over there, it's like it's fine to say that, and then over here, it's just like, no, that does not adhere to my sensibilities.
But it was so fun. Yeah, what's it called? Just Dance, all those type of like fitness type games, and also like even like as far back as like Guitar Hero. Of
Yeah.
course, it wasn't much of a workout, but like you weren't just gaming like this. You were
Yep.
rocking out and like rock band and yeah, no, I loved it all.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think what my earliest memory of playing a game that required physicality. I mean, now you said Guitar Hero, that probably was some of it. And then I never had the full kit. When I was at university, one of my housemates had it and had the full drum kit and stuff. And clearly when you play the higher levels, I was never someone in the arcades that did the dancing mats and stuff like that, just because I was absolutely abysmal of it. And I'm trying to think who it was in my family. I don't know if it was my brother had a Wii, but I remember giving the Wii Fit a go, and obviously you had the bowling and stuff, which takes physicality.
Oh,
But then on like the Wii Fit, you had the jogging, didn't you? Didn't you have it where you ran around a park
yep,
or something?
yep.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
The Wii was ahead of its time. I'm
Oh, it
telling
was.
you, like now there's what's it called? Next Playground is kind of
Yes.
like the new generation of Wii. And yeah, if I had kids, I would buy that immediately. Like, yeah, no brainer.
Do you know what? Actually, the iToy on PlayStation, it was just the webcam, and they had it. Had some games which again weren't. Actually, no, they had one where you were on screen, and then you had, so it's basically you're on webcam, and then it puts you on the TV, so it sort of green screens you out, and so you're looking at yourself on the TV. And there was one where you have all these ninjas jumping out, and like you're doing this either side to like knock them out.
What?
Let me see if I can find a video of this, because this was fun, man. Yeah.
I can see it. When you explain it, I can see it. So I'm wondering if I know what it is, or if I'm just like.
So what was your first? What was while I laid this up? What was your first fitness VR game? Because you said you bought it for fitness.
Yes. The absolute first game I downloaded on VR was Beat Saber.
Okay, yeah.
Then FitXR, then Thrill of the Fight. I cannot say enough good things about those 3 titles. You cannot go wrong with any of them. I will say, I didn't buy Beat Saber. I got the demo, the free demo.
Oh, they did a demo?
Because, yeah, I was like, I'm not paying $30 for some songs I don't know. Come on. So, of course, I went the cheap way. And FitXR was free trial. The Thrill of the Fight was like $7. So I was like, yeah, that's easy. Of course.
Man, I found some footage here of someone playing
Okay.
it. Here we go. Let's load this up. Is this going to work? Yep. It's just me on
Xbox
camera for the
Connect
moment.
too.
But
That was a good
let's.
one.
Yeah. So this was it. So I'll just mute it for a moment. But yeah,
What?
you stand in the area, and do you know what? Here, 1 second. I'll be able to. So I'm doing a second camera. Here we go. Look, I'm doing it all in real time. There we go. Here you go. You're with me now.
My shocked face, just like.
Yeah. But this was it. So you'd stand in front of the TV and you would do it, and then as stuff comes towards it, it would just do. There was a cleaning windows one as well, so you had to clean the suds off the window as quick as you could.
Look how responsive that is too.
Yeah. So this
Actually.
Yeah. When did iToy release? This would have been. Oh man, 2003. Yeah, 2003.
Wow.
This was. God, that's crazy. Actually,
And that was around the same time as Xbox Connect, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Because yeah, Connect was awesome. Yeah, that's what I did all the Just Dance on. What was it? The Michael Jackson Experience.
Oh god, yeah, there was that, wasn't there?
One that people don't know much about. I'll be really impressed if someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about. Tony Hawk Ride.
Tony
Myles,
Hawk Ride.
You know what this is? I don't wanna nerd out too much, but it was a Wii game where you skateboard. You instead of the Wii Fit thing, it was an actual skateboard, and you kick, you push, you.
Yes, was that on the Wii? Was it?
Thing.
I do remember seeing it.
Yeah, Tony Hawk Ride. It probably came out in like what, 07, 09.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking to see if I can find some footage that I'll not get copyrighted for. Screw it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it with IGN. IGN
Games
covered
with T.
it.
It was on PS3 and Xbox 360, or is that something else?
Here we go. So, this is an advert. This doesn't look like it. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the exact.
I'm not even
one.
getting money for this. Okay, well, IGN, you get the money. You get the money for this. Now let us do it. Alpine, beautiful. Here we go. So this was.
Yes, I need you to see how amazing this thing is.
But do they actually show you?
Yeah, they need to show the actual board. And yeah, it was like endorsed by Sidekick, and of course I had a Sidekick back in the day. Like.
Oh, you could play as a Wii, couldn't you? A Wii
yeah,
character.
so it was the best. So yeah, I don't think you had to have the actual board. Maybe. But yeah, the board was amazing.
Oh
One of my favorite things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally forgot about that. That's crazy. Reese in the chat here says, nope, Tony Hawk Ride was on 360 and PS3. I had it on PS3. So yeah, PS3 was when the iToy came out as well. And it's interesting that this sort of tech it really translates to VR, because something else that was done with the iToy, there was a game I got called Eye of Judgment, and it was basically where you had like a mat that you put on your actual floor, and then you had a little tower, and it was to put the camera in it, and it would face down onto the board. and then you'd buy booster packs like cards, and it was kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering. And what you do is you play a card down, and on the TV it would create a hologram of the character you played, and then if you rotated it, and you could battle people online, but you had to actually play with physical cards. So I was tempted to start collecting them all, but then I was like, I don't know if this is going to take off. And it was called Eye of Judgment. That was PS3 as well. And like, here we go. Actually, this was covered by Mystic Ryan, who actually came on this show just before Christmas. So hopefully he won't copyright strike me. Oh my god, it's just more adverts, right? I'm going to put it on in a minute, but that was really good. Wait, iToy was PS2. You're right, and then it was the PlayStation Eye camera was PS3. God, the change of names, right?
Oh, okay.
iToy and then PlayStation Eye camera. Here it is. So this was it. Eye of Judgment.
Okay.
So you can see him in the bottom right.
Oh,
so it's like QR codes, and so you'd place them on the mat. And then when you do that, is he going to do it now? There you go. It makes the character appear, and so you can rotate it. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
This is old tech stuff here.
I know, it's like I'm over here like super excited about this, but like if I showed my godson, he'd probably be like, anyways, let me get back on Gorilla Tag. Like,
this is the thing about starting points for computer games. So, like, one of my earliest memories was when my dad, he had his laptop with Doom 2 on it, and he took it to his neighbour's house, and I went over, and they had this massive, thick LAN cable that connected the two laptops, and then they played co-op Doom 2. So I was watching my dad playing the main campaign of Doom 2, and you could see another player, and it's like, wait, you can see each other and you're doing the mission together? That was mind-blowing. Whereas now, kids are like 100 people dropping in Fortnite on the island at the same time as different characters from around the world. That's their starting point. And I'm not bitter about it. I think that's cool, and it's the same with like music. When I was a kid, it was cassettes and having to like turn the cassette. And then I remember when CDs, oh wow, you can shuffle on my CD Sony Walkman. I can shuffle the songs and listen to them in any order or repeat a song. And I actually owned one of the first ever MP3 players, and it boasted like being able to hold 30 songs on it. Amazing.
Right.
Amazing. Whereas now it's like, oh, I have the Infinity Machine. I have Spotify. I have AI that can generate music to my taste. Unlimited. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep in this, of course.
Please do.
Because I would, and I will.
No. Do it.
But yeah, it does make you think, like, being a kid nowadays with AI and all this stuff.
Yeah.
How can it not affect you? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how can your, like, I just don't know. I worry for them.
Yeah. I mean, social media has been the same. When I did mentoring at schools, I said to a lot because I'd be teaching digital citizenship, and I said I have a lot of compassion for kids, and I'm saying it to them directly. I was like, when I was at school, I was bullied, but I left the bullies at the school gates. Now, if you got WhatsApp groups and stuff like that, that stuff goes home with you, and that's insane. And I think AI is going to be another thing. I do think there is like a balancing act, because it's like, oh, when we had calculators, is it going to make people lazy and not do math anymore? It kind of frees up your time to then do the next stuff. So I think AI is really great for, you're working on a document and you want everything to be like formatted in alphabetical order in sentence case or stuff like that. All that like automation and heavy lifting I think is great, and I use AI a lot as tools for like idea generation and at least sort of spitballing or testing stuff. But then when it comes to the output, you need to be hands-on with it, and I think live streaming like this is going to become increasingly important in the coming years, because with so much AI out there, people want real connections like you and I talking in real time right now. And I think that's with the content you make. Yeah, you could have some AI talking about a VR game, or we could have Kaleah talking about, you know, your life experiences and like what drove you to try a certain game and what you think about it, and building community. And I think that that's really going to be the test of at least the next 5 years. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Beat Saber though, during the pandemic, I ended up playing that so much for fitness. It was literally my cardio, like once a day.
Yes.
And I was a bit facetious today. I did some polls. I was asking people like, can gaming be exercise? And most people are unanimously, well, it was pretty unanimous. There was a couple of people going, no. I think most people know it can be.
Right.
But the question, I guess, is the type of fitness. So you say you got VR for fitness purposes. Beforehand, had you just tried other stuff? Because, like, for me, example, I signed up to the gym for the 100th time, like, at the end of last year. And it's finally working for me because I'm doing classes where I get told what to do. I turn up, they have circuit training, and I need to be told, okay, 30 seconds this, 30 seconds that. That's kind of the same with VR gaming. It gives you frameworks, doesn't it, of like chasing a high score or trying to, you know, beat what you've done before. Like, I don't know, tell me your thought process about that and like other stuff that you tried beforehand.
Yeah, so like especially like when I picked up the headset in 2021, this was when, you know, gyms were even closed. And like I actually really, really like lifting. And I just couldn't get to the gym, couldn't go to the gym. And I think, actually, I'm trying to think what I did before that, because honestly, I don't really know. I think I've always just tried to gamify fitness. I think we actually did end up buying a Wii. You know what? Yes, now that I'm remembering, 2020, right at the time of the lockdown, me and my roommate and my fiance went and got a new Wii system, and
this is not the Wii U. This is the original Wii.
No,
because I never played the Wii U, but I hear it wasn't that great, or I don't know.
See, I never played the Wii U, and I just recently met someone that really likes it and was like, "Oh no, it's really good," but like, you can't beat the Wii. So I just you know, after a hit like the Wii, don't even worry about the Wii.
And when you say you bought it, was it expensive? Or did you get like...
No. It was like, well, more people were buying them. Like they were like almost sold out at the store because people were buying them. I sold my Wii U for tattoos. Valid. I think it was like $70 or something at the time, and that came with like all the cables that needed to do, and like all the games were like $5 a pop. So it wasn't too bad.
Okay, that's cool. And so then after Beat Saber, I mean, a game that I worked on last year, and funny enough, when we were thinking about who we wanted to reach out for it, you came to mind straight away, and that was Fitness Fables.
Yes, love me some Fitness Fables.
Fitness Fables was amazing. Like, when they came to us, I was like, this is awesome. It looks good in the headset. And for those that don't know, Fitness Fables is a game where you basically got a quest line. You've got a map, you've got levels, and what you do is you're going along a path and you're doing different fitness exercises to enact different activities. So you might have wings that you've got to flap to fly. There's a bit where you've got like fireballs coming and you've got to hit them like with a tennis racket. And it has boss battles. Like, but my God, I remember...
It's killer.
Yeah, I remember when I first did it, you do the tutorial. And you do the tutorial and you get to the end of it. You're like, okay, that was all right. Right, let's do the next one. And then halfway through the first level, you're like, oh God, I'm knackered from the tutorial. Like, I should have done this separately. And it really is one where you can do one level a day, right?
Yes. No, yeah, I was definitely surprised. Because, yeah, I've tried so many different fitness games, especially in VR. But, yeah, Fitness Fables was very, very new. And, yeah, like you said, it was a really pretty game, but also kicks your butt. Yeah, this is a great video. They haven't updated it in a while, right? I haven't really heard much from them.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
But yeah, my favorite was the drumming. Yep, the drumming, and then the tennis. So cool, so cool.
Let's do the other. This is. Well, actually, I think that was the same one. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, the environments look great, and they had different biomes.
Yeah, this one really reminded me of Ring Fit. I think that's definitely kind of the art style is kind of similar, but yeah, I definitely like this title.
Yeah, this is a game that I wish came to PSVR too. I think it's really, really good, and Yeah, it's like there are some fitness games where they're like, okay, it gets your cardio up, and then there's ones that are like, no, this is real, like you felt the burn on this.
Yeah.
The squats and stuff. Oh my god, like, and that's the thing about gaming is when you're in the headset, as you say, the gamifying. I think even more so in VR because you are in that world. Yes. I remember how much my arms were aching at the end of this, going, Jesus Christ, like.
Bad. Yeah, the rolling one. Yeah,
yes.
No, like my arms, they were like almost stuck up in the air. Like I was like, okay, I can't move.
We got in the chat a question. Do you feel Beat Saber helped you exercise? Well, to me, but we can talk both. For me, it definitely did. Like, because I used it with because on your Apple Watch you have different fitness types, and one of them is virtual fitness, so you use it for that. And I was doing like an hour a day. And also, I naturally got a lot better at Beat Saber. Like, Beat Saber has such a long learning curve to it, which means there's always a sense of accomplishment. And I mean, there's just so much stuff, so much content on it now. I mean, it's a shame that they've stopped supporting it on PSVR 2.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's gutting. But it's such a phenomenal game. But I do think it's a great fitness game. For me, though, the question when it comes to fitness is... It's one of those. I don't say it because I want to like criticize. It's a genuine question of curiosity. But like, there are certain games where I worry that because let's say boxing games, when you punch a punching bag, you're hitting something, so you're getting, pushback. Whereas when you punch in a boxing game on VR, you're overstretching your arm because you're literally throwing your arm, and it's never hitting anything, so you're going to keep going. And I always worry like. Is that something we're going to discover that actually it creates injuries in the long run? So I think you have to be kind of disciplined with what you're doing because, especially Creed in particular. I mean, Creed Rise to Glory is on MetaQuest, yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Servius.
Yeah, I won't be too harsh. I am rocking my engine room.
Tell me about the engine room.
Yeah, they're the developers of Golden Gloves VR.
Nice.
And it's funny you bring that up. They actually invited me down to their gym, where it's not only a real boxing gym, but they have an actual developer like corner where they're developing their game. And like I got them to train me a little bit. And what you said, like the overextending and everything,
yeah,
it's very true. Like he was watching my form and he was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you're leaning? And he tried to kind of reteach me how to actually box. And I was like, yeah, I'm too far gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually just did, what's it called? They just got it at early access. So
nice.
Really, really big fan of this game specifically because it's made by boxers for boxers.
Excellent.
But they're also very friendly to beginners, and I think they were like the first on the scene to have like good multiplayer. Because I remember Thrill the Fight took forever for multiplayer, but they jumped in it very, very quick. And I was like, hey, okay, this gives Thrill the Fight a run for its money. So
do you know, I've still never played Thrill of the Fight. I need to get in that because I've heard.
What?
Also, what's the difference between the two games? Right? Isn't it that Thrill of the Fight 2 is multiplayer?
Yeah, so Thrill of the Fight 2 is the new one that's multiplayer. They released early access multiplayer only. Now they're single player, but like you can't beat the first Thrill of the Fight.
Really?
If you want to know the game, Thrill of the Fight was the game that I would play for 45 minutes a day, just kind of depended on how much energy I had.
Right.
And that's the one that like made me lose weight fast. I think it was like 25 pounds in 2 months. And like, it's because like, holy crap, it was kicking my butt.
That's amazing.
It's really, really good.
I did like Servius Creed. The thing was they had like enforced stamina, which meant if you were flailing your arms, they just went like, yeah, I didn't like it. Oh wow, you got the rain coming. I love this. This happened, I think, last week. My guest made fireworks happen. It's like you got higher production values than I've got.
No, yeah, I always I hate a little bit on Creed because it is very gamey. And yeah, why are you adding in stamina when I'm using my own stamina?
Yeah.
But also, like, I it doesn't feel as real as like Thrill the Fight or Golden Gloves and things like that. So
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, the one I was looking at here was Mutant Boxing League. This is actually me playing it on
love that
PSVR
one.
2. I was really this, like, my heart rate went super up. I bet it's going to go to ads if I skip later.
I'm actually really
Yeah.
upset that that ad is awful.
Yeah, I know. All these ads are terrible. I'm not playing them. I object to these. Oh, actually, just let me skip now. There we go.
But yeah, Mutant Boxing League, I think it's a shame because this should have been one of the best boxing games out there. The art style was awesome.
It was.
There were so many different mini games.
Yes.
Like, it was actually really good. And I remember I did some content for them, but they just like disappeared. But like, if the developer's watching, come back. This is such a good game.
It's really interesting you mentioned that, because I remember when I reached out to him, it kind of felt like when it went on PSVR 2, you just often sometimes get the feeling from some developers, and having worked with developers for a PR and marketing firm, like, I totally get how it can happen. Devs just want to develop, but it was this real sense of like, is this a real game, or is it like they just want to dump it on PSVR 2 and leave? And then I played and I was like, this is a great quality game. And it's like, well, no, it was a great quality game. I was like, there was no marketing around it. And like, it's just down to, look at all these commercials. Unbelievable.
What is the world?
I know. They go, all these Prime movies. It's because Valentine's Day's coming up, isn't it?
That's true.
I'm guessing. Yeah. And it's just like, it just felt like there was nothing there. And I don't know, as a VR creator, it makes your jobs easier to promote games when the devs are up for chatting. Like, as gamers, we just love speaking to devs. I think there's a real golden era in VR where they have direct contact with people that play all these games, and like, the feedback you have on like VR fitness games is priceless. Like, that's so valuable.
Yeah.
When they're investing for you to do a video campaign, they're not just investing in your audience or you making the video. It's also like your perspective and everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
I was surprised how quiet these devs seemed at the time.
I know.
I think it came out on MetaQuest probably earlier than it did. I think it came out on PSVR 2 later, but
yeah, I think it was like almost 2 years ago, right?
Okay, yeah. So this came out last year, I think, although, yeah, so a bit afterwards. But for you, it seemed like a quiet launch as well for this game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. And yeah, I mean, now, working in marketing and working in VR, I definitely see where someone dropped the ball. And I think that's a really good title. And I'm sad that people don't know about it. And like, yeah. That's a good one.
And you're talking about like games and like Fitness Fables, and if it keeps getting support, and it's really tough for continued support for games. Like, they need to keep selling copies. Obviously, you sell most at launch. Then you're going to have live service elements. It's a really tough part in the VR space. I do kind of feel like maybe there is, for VR fitness, because you get hybrid games where you can play multiplayer with flat screen players. I'm trying to think how many like modern fitness regular games there are these days. I don't know if there's any. Like, because it always you'd have to have controls that came with it, right? Like, what was the last? Right. I always, because I work at Flat to VR Studios, we always joke about doing VR to flat, and then doing like because I think I saw a video of someone playing Beat Saber on a flat screen.
I saw that. Yeah.
But it kind of works. It's like, you're doing this and you've got it on the screen in front of you. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it kind of works. So I'm just wondering, like, if there's a fitness app where it could involve people on flat screen as well, but you'd need extra peripherals, right? There's not been anything on modern consoles.
That's reminding me of like, what is it? Fruit golf? Is that the one that you can do? Well, but it's not really fitness. But yeah.
What were you going to say about Fruit Golf?
I was going to say, kind of, you can play... I don't know if I'm getting my titles mixed up. I don't know.
Oh, but you can play with flat screen players on it.
Yeah.
Isn't it asynchronous multiplayer? Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. And there have been like other ways of doing stuff, but again, it wouldn't be direct. Fitness is just difficult because it has to be focused on the equipment that they've got, and I think that's why it's difficult. Like the idea now of selling Guitar Hero, where you have to go out and buy the guitars, and if it's the drum kit, like all that plastic, but they sold shit tons of it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we're beyond that. I it's not to say it couldn't happen again. I just think that we're past it. I mean, you know, VR headsets is the investment you make, right? If you want to do fitness, like if you're a gamer and you want to do fitness, VR for me is a no-brainer. VR is the thing that you want to do. And actually, in terms of the price point for it, it's actually really good value for money as well. Because I was late to the game with Meta, because I was a PSVR 2 player, and then when I worked at Impact, I started playing Meta Quest games. But PSVR 2 is still my specialty. Was it Supernatural? Was that one of the studios that just closed? Was it Supernatural?
Yeah.
I hear that was an incredible fitness game.
Oh, insane. Yeah. Because they, unlike FitXR, you know, they license all the top hits. So, like, you know, you were punching and dancing to songs on the radio, you know? And, you know, that was a really, really big advantage that Supernatural had.
I'm actually just looking at it now here. So this was it. It did look epic. And has it actually shut down now, or it's just not getting support?
It's just no longer getting support.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they're keeping all the classes and everything. I don't know about like the music. I don't know if you know, they paid for rights for a certain, you know, whatever. But yeah, this one's beautiful, and I know there's a huge community of Supernatural heads out there. I don't know if that's what they call themselves, but
I like it.
One of my friends really liked Supernatural 2 and was very sad about the news and was like, "What do I play?" So I had to give some recommendations. But yeah.
And what are your top recommendations? Let's hear them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And does it depend on the fitness?
Oh, it does or doesn't?
No, I'm asking you, when you give recommendations to people on what VR fitness games to play, is it just like you have your top list, or is it the type of fitness, or is it all just cardio? But it's different types, right?
I have, so I always say these 3 games.
Okay.
Thrill the Fight.
Okay.
You cannot beat that workout for $8 instead of paying monthly, because like FitXR is also a really good one, but you do have to pay monthly, and like that is a complete, people drop off when they hear you have to pay monthly. And I know that. So Thrill the Fight, one-time payment, you're good.
Yep.
Les Mills Body Combat.
I've got that on PSVR 2.
One-time payment.
Yeah.
And I think it's what, $20 to $30. And they have DLCs if you ever want some more.
Yeah.
And then I think my favorite, I want to make sure I'm not missing any. My favorite is Dragon Fist VR.
I've not played
You haven't played it before?
I'm trying to think. No, I haven't.
I actually am in that. I'm one of the little characters you can fight.
You are?
Like a little influencer gauntlet thing, and it was super cool.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that is the most polished multiplayer fighting game you can find right now, I think, in VR. And like, there's so much customization. They add so many things. They are constantly updating. Oh, it's so good. And I think this one is like $20.
Okay.
But yeah, this one is sick. Sick.
That does look awesome with the blocking. They're like, you got full arms and that, so you're not just floating hands.
This is so I've played VR for a long time.
Yeah.
This is the only game I have ever beat in VR.
Really? Oh, really? So there's a campaign?
Yeah, so there's a campaign. You just kind of go and like beat all the different people, and like it gets harder and harder. But yeah, me and my friend multiplayer or duoed this and beat it in I think a couple hours. But yeah, like it's that fun that I was like sweating bullets, but I was like, I don't care, let's keep going.
Man, this looks really fun, and again with the full arms, it looks proper immersive in that. So okay, that's one I'm definitely gonna definitely check out. That looks like. And sorry, is it multiplayer?
Yes, multiplayer.
Amazing. And is it
Oh, it's so good.
can you do multiplayer co-op so you can fight? Oh my god.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna
It's
get it, and
so
then
good.
we're gonna jump in together and play it sometime.
Please.
All right,
Yes.
it's happening.
Okay. Deal. Yeah,
That's
I
good.
talk about that one all the time. Not just because they put me in their game or anything like that. No, I have been a huge fan of that game since it came out. I was like, whoa, they are amazing. So, yes.
That is great. Yeah. Yeah, for me, Beat Saber is still up there, and it's interesting when we do on Without Parole, we do our top 50 PSVR 2 games. Beat Saber, I think, especially now they've stopped supporting it, is going to get even knocked further down. But I think because it's just been around for so long, it's boring to big it up. Like a lot of people say, we've moved on a lot, but it is like the most intuitive VR game still. Like there's a reason it works so well.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, and again, because of the learning curve, there are just like always new things to learn, and there's always more sense of achievement and chasing scores, and it's got good soundtracks, different genres.
Yep.
Yeah, Beat Saber for me is like, if I'm going into that, I know that if I go on expert mode, I know my heart rate's going to go through the roof.
Yep.
You know,
and that's the thing too, is that like even people that have never played VR before know Beat Saber. They're like,
that's true.
Oh, I've seen that video of a girl with purple hair slashing cubes, or I've seen that in this.
Beat Saber was
like,
on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like the fact that a
like,
VR game went on there.
People know.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's one of those things I normally do like a top 10 or 50 VR fitness games.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple times where I haven't mentioned Beat Saber because I'm like, okay, you all already know this one. This one is like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like you know, because Beat Saber is the first game you're gonna get.
Yeah. No, it's very true. It's very true. And even if you're not looking for fitness, it's just, I mean, for me, when I have friends over, and I'm sure it's the same for you, like the best thing is showing people VR and seeing them get lost in it.
Yes.
And
yes,
if I'm to show them games, I always put Beat Saber on last because I know that that's the one they're going to keep wanting to play. Oh, one more go, one more go. And because the PSVR is tied to a console anyway, you've always got the social screen by default, and so everyone else sitting around watching them flail their arms and seeing what they're playing to, it's always a really, really fun time.
That's a good call out. Actually, I never really thought about how PSVR. Yeah, the screen's there. People are watching.
Yes.
So yeah, with Quest, I'm having a screen mirror and all this.
Yeah, which I've actually never done yet on my headset. And I was wondering like how complicated it was. I mean, it's not that tough, but it's still a bit of hassle. But yeah, because it's a HDMI cable and PlayStation, that's the Oh, I just thought of a fitness game that it's one of those things of like it's not I mean, Beat Saber is technically not a fitness game, but it is for fitness, right?
Right.
Have you? I'm actually going to do a vertical video soon about like underrated games, and I'm going to start with 3, and one of them on the list is Knock. Have you played Knock?
You know what? No, and is that the free one or?
Oh, maybe that. I did think they might have gone free. I know it was on Quest Plus for a bit, but it's basically like Rocket League but with a bow and arrow.
Yes. I actually never played that, but I do have it.
My God. Okay, we've got to jump in and get it. But the reason I brought it up and it reminded me is it has different social screens. So as you're playing, like it's changing the angle. See the camera angle, so you can it will automatically change. Like that's the game perspective. You can do. I had it all. You got this mode, so you can choose like the different action cam, but then I just had it in like my perspective in the end. But this is
so sick.
This is one of my favorite games because like I actually think it's easier to master than Rocket League, but it is just so much fun, and you are gonna be burning calories because you're just skating around trying to get to where you want. So just to let everyone know in the chat what you're looking at here, you have a bow and arrow, and the idea is you have a big ball and you got to get that ball in your opponent's goal. Now, with one hand, you're skating around, so you're literally skating, and then with the other, you got a bow and arrow. Now, the way it works is you only have so many arrows on you, but if you pull the bow back and your arrow hits the ball, you get an arrow back. So as long as you keep hitting the ball, you're not going to run out. But eventually, if you miss a few times, you then got to skate around and pick up these arrows that are on the ground there. So yeah, as you can see, and you can even jump in the air. And I've had friends go in this game that would normally get motion sick, and because the frame rate is so high and it's so buttery smooth, they were not feeling any motion sickness.
Good.
My parents have got my mum and dad have both got a MetaQuest headset now, and they're loving it.
Nice.
I want to get my dad playing this with me because
is this
and that's the other thing is you can
1v1
make boxes. No, you can play 3v3.
Oh, nice.
Oh, maybe it's 2v2, Max. I don't know. But the thing I did a minute ago is you were seeing these boxes appear, and that's because you can press a button and it turns your arrow into a box, so you can use it to deflect. So if I I was doing Naruto running. Oh my god. Let me go back a little bit. You'll see. Yeah, see those boxes? So you press a button and it turns into a box. So the pros in this game, they'll deflect the ball in the air, put an arrow behind it, turn it into a block so it deflects it into the goal. Like, you see some really impressive stuff on here. And
I feel like this isn't talked about much. Is this just like a hidden gem?
I don't know. This game is just amazing. And I played on here 1v1 against an account I was familiar with. It was LS Toast. You know LS Toast? And I was like, so you sound so familiar. He's like, yeah, I make content. I was like, cool, I'll see you around. And then I was like, oh, I don't know who LS Toast is, but he likes playing. So this is multiplayer at the moment, actually. So yeah, this Knock is a top fitness game if you really, really push for it. So actually, that would be.
You know what? Another one that you said underrated. Yeah. Did you ever play Sea Smash?
Oh, Sea Smash. Yep. I actually worked with Jörg on their MetaQuest launch.
Really?
Yeah. So before I came to Impact, I got let go from my job at a cybersecurity company, and when I announced it, Jörg Tittel, who runs Rapid Eye Movers, he was the first to. He said, "Call me, text me," and it speaks a lot of volumes in those situations. And I called him. He's like, "Dude, why don't you work with us a couple of days a week?" And I worked on their MetaQuest launch, so that was cool. And we actually went to a squash championship, and we actually got squash players to play Sea Smash to see how it translated, and it was really cool. But yeah, Sea Smash is good, is great. I know that if Jörg ever sees me talking about it right now, he's going to hate me saying this, because it always got compared to another game that was on PSVR but not PSVR 2, and I assume it was on Quest, and it was called... Fuck, what was it called? Chat, help me out. What was the game where you threw the disc? Basically, you're in this like dome and you throw a disc. It was its own sport. This is going to absolutely...
Oh, Echo Arena?
No, it wasn't Echo, but Echo is very similar. PSVR disc.
I know there's...
Oh my god, what was it called? Oh man. Spark. 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 Let me
I've
find
never
a video.
heard of that one.
So what was great was when you're waiting for a game to go, and by the way, Sea Smash was different. I like the hitting the blocks way. It was just that there was one particular mode that was very similar to Sea Smash. I'll play this. This was from Brian from Without Parole. Once the commercial finishes. But basically, you had not a disc or a ball, and you threw it. And the idea is it's got to hit your opponent's body. And when it hits the body, you get a point. But if you hit the target behind them, it makes your ball get faster and faster and faster until you finally hit them. So this is it.
Sick.
This was it. And you can see people waiting to go in.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
This is reminding me of Gravity League.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've not played Gravity League.
Yeah, no, Gravity League, this is literally...
Really?
Okay, now I'm like, oh man, did Gravity League rip this? No, Gravity League is literally this game.
This is awesome. Yeah, and you had a shield that came out, and then on the easier modes, you could also use your knuckles to punch the ball away. But, like, it was... Oh my god. I mean, anytime you played on it, all you do is hear people just going... on the microphone. Actually,
And
do you know what? On Knock, you get that. When people are going after the ball, you just hear people just breathing, like sounding like they're going to die. I was probably the same, and it was really, really fun. But yeah,
you said this one is on Quest?
I was asking that. I don't know if it is. Let me have a look now.
I've never heard of it, so maybe
if it
not,
is, I'm
but
going to buy
also,
it on. Is Spark? No, I just see a Reddit post saying, "Can we please get it?"
Okay, look up
no, it is.
Gravity League.
It did come out, but is it not on
did?
there anymore? It wouldn't have got removed. Oh, let's have a look here. Sorry, chat. I know this is boring just watching us researching. Yeah. Meta Quest Store. It's not working for me now. Here we go. Spark. Because I know they stopped supporting it, but I assume that would mean they just leave it on there. Here we go. Searching. Oh my god, it's not going to let me search. Oh, there we go. Spark. No. Disc, though, is on there, which I've not played yet.
Well, that they just took down their support for that, too.
Did they really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they ditched that. I was surprised, actually.
That looked fun. Oh, man. Yeah. God, it's tough. It's really, really, really tough.
Well, yeah,
Kaleah,
now I'm excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't played Gravity League or Sea Smash in so long that I'm gonna, after this, probably play for a couple hours, because I forgot how, I am currently trying to lose weight again. Unfortunately, depression kicks my ass, and I gained almost all my weight back. So I'm currently trying to get back into it, and I think I am trying to kind of like get back to like when I could play Throw the Fight for 45 minutes,
right.
And like get back to where I was, and I'm realizing, okay, I'm no longer there, and there are other games that can still break a sweat without me just killing myself.
Right.
So now I'm like, okay, wait, Sea Smash, I completely forgot. That was a very, very good casual workout that just like, I think in my video I said it was almost like meditation, just like the soundtrack.
Hell yeah.
And like,
great soundtrack.
Sea Smash is so good.
Yeah. Malkaya was just saying Spark was online only, right? Yeah, you are right. There was a single player, but it was like a target practice, but you're right, you'd only play it so when they turn the servers off, which everyone was asking, why don't you make it local multiplayer? Like, one of the people hosts, like, I don't know fully when it comes to dev stuff. But yeah, I'm with you on that, and we should definitely jump on Knock together. And also, fighting with depression, like, fitness overall, just going for walks, getting in the headset, having something to get your blood flowing, really good for your mental health and can be a good way of getting out those cloudy periods. So, you and I will definitely jump on Knock soon. We should team up. And they've also got a fun, like, miniature golf. The ball's huge. But they've got a mode where you've got to get the ball to, like, the goals on all these, like, crazy miniature golf courses, and the harder levels are ridiculous. And I think the game is incredibly underrated, so there is that. Yeah,
that's the shame with all these VR games. Like, so many are underrated because they just get, that's a whole nother question or a whole nother conversation. They just get kind of buried under, especially, with the MetaQuest platform.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy for developers to put out a really polished game, but in the store, they don't get much traction. No one's seeing them because everyone sees all the free-to-plays, and that's all what people care about. But, like, also, heck yeah, free-to-play's awesome. And
yes.
Like, I love Gorilla Tag. I love Animal Company. Ugh, I love all of them. But it is a shame. It's like, you have these games that just kind of silently die because they're not free.
Yeah, that's it. And also, I think a lot of cases, and for VR, it reminds me like when Google Glass came out many years ago, and everyone laughed when it like failed. I didn't see it as failure. I was like, I'm glad they gave it a shot, and it looks like now's a good time for them to do it. Like, Supernatural, it might not be supported, but maybe one day it'll get picked up again. Because it's like it was just ahead of its time or ahead of where the market was. Like, we're just in a very volatile time when it comes to content, and people are always going to be looking for fitness. opportunities.
Yes.
Going to the gym is expensive. Like my gym membership, 3 months in a row is what it would be to buy a Meta Quest headset. So it's like,
sheesh.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's or maybe 3 or 4 months. But the point is, like, a Meta Quest headset is going to keep you going for a very long time, and it's not. And I'm not, don't want to put words in your mouth. I assume that you're going to agree with me on this. We're not just saying that, like, when it comes to fitness, that VR replaces all other things. Like, it's still good to go for long walks and get sunlight, and it's also nice to do other kinds of exercises. But when it comes to fitness, it's just about having options, right? Like, some days you will be up for, getting up early, going to a gym. Other days, you're not going to feel it, but later in the day, you're like, I could just put a headset on and at least get... I sometimes have it where at the end of a work day, I'll be like, I haven't really worked out today. I can put a headset on and play a parkour game where I'm doing all these climbing mechanics and stuff like that. And it's like, It's not huge, but it's better than nothing.
Yep.
You agree with that?
100%. Yeah, I think it's, especially, as someone who does struggle with depression, it is one of those things where it's like, anything you can do, even if you only have 5 minutes to work out, like, that's better than nothing. And honestly, like, it's always more than 5 minutes.
That's
like,
it.
if you ever, I forgot who said it, but it was like, just time yourself. Just say you'll work out for 5 minutes.
Yep.
And how much you want to bet you keep going a little bit longer. And yeah, I mean, it's true. So yeah, it definitely, VR is honestly life-changing, and it has, changed my life. Working in VR, making content, being able to get healthier, having fun, meditating, just like VR is awesome.
Yeah,
this thing is awesome.
It is. It's like we're living in the future, and like I was talking earlier about when I played Doom 2 and I saw my dad playing it multiplayer and standing in that space. VR is the latest version of that, like, wow factor, where you feel like, I always get it when Rockstar Games shows like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Grand Theft Auto 5, and you see the technology, and I'm sure we're going to get it this summer when they do the marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6. But very rarely do you get game companies that, you always see stuff like, the graphics look great, but you see stuff you're going, wow, that is a real generation forward. And when you're in VR and you're in these worlds and you're like surrounded by friends and you're doing stuff together, it's like, eventually that feeling does go away, like, because if you're playing hundreds of hours of it, but it is still magical as you do it. And I think it's great that fitness can be a part of it because of the physicality that comes with playing VR games.
Yeah, and I want to say real quick on that note, the wow factor is kind of unfortunately gone for me because I've been doing it for so long, and I work in VR, I play VR, I make content. But I actually did just get it again.
Oh, yeah?
There's a game called Trip the Light.
Trip
Have you
the
played
Light?
that game before?
I haven't, no, I'm having a look
It's
now.
like a mixed reality, like, dancing game. And, oh my gosh. It actually, like, gave me, like, oh, this is cool. So you have, like, a dance partner. And, like, I can't explain it, but I was like, oh, this is sick.
I'm having a look now.
Oh yeah, and in the chat they're saying
is
diet is just as important. 100%.
Is this it? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm wondering if this is what I saw at Gamescom. Because
yes.
The salsa dancers, right? Yeah, they're actually salsa dancers that I didn't get to go on this, but colleagues of mine went on it and they said it was amazing. So it's actual professional salsa dancers. Yeah, I need this because I can't dance for shit.
Well, I think there's this one and there's another one. They're very similar, but this is the one that I recently played. And just like that, I'm very desensitized to VR. Like, yeah, it's cool. I understand. Like, my brain's like, okay, yeah, I know. But just kind of seeing this random woman come into my space and dance with me.
Yeah.
And it actually feel like she's really there. I was like, okay, is this cheating?
Yeah,
like...
right. No, that's great. I liked it when I see all the apps where you sit at a piano and then it will have the notes come down to the piano and it will map. Like,
yes.
A lot of it is still not quite there yet, but it's only a matter of time. Like, we are moving towards where we're going to be able to learn skills in just because it's often contextual. Back in the day, it would all be about read a manual, okay, Where does that relate to? I was actually playing not too long ago. I say playing there's human anatomy VR and animal anatomy VR, and you literally can pull apart different parts of a dog and like look inside the body and stuff, and look at the brain for the animal one, human anatomy. And as I'm let's playing it, I'm saying, look, I know this isn't a game, but I just want to say that this isn't going to be for most people watching this. But when I studied psychology at university, biopsychology I struggled with. The way that I was trying to learn the parts of the human brain was you had a printout and you've got labels on it. And when you're looking at a label, it's pointing at it, but like, where is it actually pointing? Here, I was able to pull apart stuff and then do a quiz where it would highlight a part of the brain, and then you would choose from the multiple choice what is that part of the brain. And I was like, just contextually, it's much more memorable. And I know that they're going to be doing this with not just dancing, but like, I don't know, if you're wearing glasses and you're trying to fix a sink or do some plumbing, it will say like, this is what you do now, and it will show you, and because it will be from your perspective. And the cliche I'm always talking about empathy and like, you know, being in the shoes of others. Like, this is why VR and AR is an empathy machine. You are literally able to go into the shoes of another perspective, and from an educational perspective, as you say, I think that's just going to continue to be transformative. And I think we've barely scratched the surface on it yet.
I think so too. Yeah, no, this is one of those topics I can just nerd out for so long, because I mean, I got in VR for fitness, and then I found fun and I found community. Yes. And then I found, you can learn. Like, this is something that can be used in schools, is used in schools.
Yeah.
And, with these smart glasses and AI, love or hate, it will only make these softwares and this hardware better. And yes, I am so excited for the future of VR, because like, I think you're right. There's so much more.
And it's also the fact that, I don't know if you agree with me on this, I find that because VR is a more personal experience, because again, you're going into these worlds, I think when you play flat screen games, like, there'll be genres you like and those that you don't like. In VR, I find that every genre appeals to me, because it's just like being in it. You just like, it just feels different, and therefore I'm more open-minded. Obviously, there's going to be games I don't particularly like, and you got to pick and choose. But everything seems like equal opportunity. Like, any game that's a VR game, I'm always going to give it a go, because I feel it has something special to offer.
Yeah, like, what's the game? I think it's called Star Vault. People call it, what is it? Open world MMO. I don't know what that means. Yeah. I've never played that type of game before. I only played shooters and like simulators and things like that. So, but yeah, like, when it comes in like VR, like, yeah, I'm gonna play it, because like, yeah, like you said, I'm in the game, of course I'll try it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sheeby, just want to say a massive thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Do you know, actually, I've just learned from Ecamm that does the broadcast system I've got, because if I have music on in the background and then sound effects, it's all the same level. They've shown me how I can customize the volume of each, so in future, I haven't done it for this episode, I'll remember for next week, I can have it where I can play music in the background and then have a loud round of applause, which I need to fix with my soundboard.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you very, very, very much. Kaleah, we've been going for over an hour now. Time absolutely flies by on this, but I just want to say a massive thank you for being up, for coming on, and it's been cool to chat in real time at last. What we always talk about at the end of the show, and it will just take you off camera for the moment as I do it, is we talk about something called Vitamin G, which is called like Vitamin Gratitude. And so this is where we talk about something in life that we are grateful for at the moment. It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be an experience, anything. I won't put you on the spot straight away. I'll let you have a think about it, and I open it to everyone in the chat. But we always like to reflect. It's also good for your mental health, just thinking about gratitude. For me, my gratitude this week is definitely gonna go out to all the developers in the VR space, because I know it's been a really tough start to the year. And what VR developers do, as we've explained on this, is absolutely magic. You know, it literally transforms lives. And it's not even VR, it's just game developers. A story I actually saw just the other day was there was someone who was terminally ill with cancer, and they were given weeks left, and they were a massive fan of the Doom games, and the hospice actually managed to get him a PS5, and let me actually get this story up because this is amazing. Reject all. He had weeks left to live, and then the hospice managed to get him a PS5. There we go, and the console, so he got to play it.
Wow.
And then he posted about it on Reddit. Is this going to get me the Reddit link? Yeah, here it is. And then, oh man, there was not a dry eye. So he posted all about this, thanking the community. And then Hugo Martin, who I love, is the creative director. He basically said, Hugo here, thanks so much for your support. Let me punch this in a bit. He says, thanks so much for your support, and know that all of ID salutes you, brother. Which, by the way, ID 35 years they've been going for as of the other day, so they've been going a long time. I tell the team all the time, people care about our games. We have to put the same amount of care into making them. It has been the honour of our professional lives making these past 3 games for fans like you. To make the Slayer feel strong in Doom, we infuse him with all the attributes of a true old-school hero. We give him strength, courage, and heart. We make him like you. I cried when I first read that. Rip and tear, my friend. You are the real Slayer. Best, Hugo. Yeah, amazing. So I don't know. This was 4 days ago, so hopefully this guy's doing well. Yeah, man. I often tell this story a lot where I have a friend who works in presenting in the gaming industry, and I think it was during the pandemic. I was working at a factory building respiratory equipment for hospitals, just to pay the bills and also get out and stuff. And I remember when talking about it, he was like, "Oh, at least you." He didn't say it like this, but he basically said something along the line, and he wasn't saying it in a bad way. He was just kind of like saying, like, "Oh, it's amazing that you're doing something worthwhile. I just present about video games." And I said to him, "No, this is what society is about. Is like there will be doctors who have a really hard day and they get home, put on a CD, listen to some music, watch a film, watch a live stream, play a game that brings them happiness and joy and takes them out of those dark moments." And like that is why society is important. Like games have a very important like cultural thing. And without getting into too much details, I'm sure the fact that this guy now has Doom to play, it might actually give him some extra time on this planet, because that psychologically can happen. You know, you never know. And so yeah, the importance of gaming and what developers do is absolutely incredible. And so as I started saying that, I was just remembering that story.
Wow.
Right, we've got a few vitamin G's coming in here. Kaleah, what have you got? And by the way, I don't expect you to come up with a story like I did there. Like I feel like I blindsided you there with that.
Well, yeah, you already got me like choked up, feeling sentimental. But yeah, I mean, yesterday was the try not to get choked up. Yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of my grandmother passing. And oh my gosh, it's been hard this whole year. But man, the people around me, physically and virtually, everyone in the chat, everyone that's gonna watch this later, you, friends, family, subscribers, commenters, everyone, the amount of support and love and community has been insane. So I am beyond grateful for everyone that gives me the time of day, listens to me, talks to me, likes, comments, anything, any type of interaction. It's really appreciated, especially right now when you feel like your earth is kind of like caving in. When the depression kind of seeps up,
Hell yeah.
it's easy for you to just kind of have blinders on and not see that. But I think this past year especially, I've been trying to be more grateful and watch and like, hey, this person is showing up for me. They love me. They care for me. Oh, Myles slid up on a story. He's thinking about me. Like, so I'm definitely trying to be more grateful and almost more observant of the people around me. Because, yeah, I mean, God forbid, I lose someone else that I love. It's shit. You know, it sucks. It sucks. Grief has a way of completely rewiring everything in your brain and everything around you. And I can tell, like, you nodding, you know exactly what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking about. Unfortunately, almost everyone knows. And if they don't
yeah.
know now, they'll know later. And so yeah, just grateful for health and friends, family, community. All of you, all of you. Appreciate it.
Very well said, and actually the word observant that you used, I really like actually, because that is what it is. It's we get so caught up in the ebbs and flows of life, and very rarely do we actually get to sort of stop and have a think about stuff. Funnily enough, actually, for everyone in the chat, one of the there's an app that's coming out on MetaQuest tomorrow that we've been working on called Soul Retreat. And I'm actually really interested to see how it gets received, because it's not a game. It is, you're in these beautiful Scottish locations and you can do amazing things on it. And it's all with hand gestures. So you talk to an AI, like a mindfulness coach. But one of the cool things you can do in it is you can turn it from day to night with your finger. You just do that and the environment around you turns night. And then you can look up at the sky and then you can draw stars in the sky. Like just stuff like that. And I was just like, this is the kind of stuff that's great with this technology and what it can do. And I don't know, when you said observant, it made me think of that, because a lot of the content we've been doing at the moment for it has been about being observant and, you know, stopping to think about things. And there's a lot of solidarity. Chris saying for health for now, my heart's still beating. Callie Time Cat said, the Thames Path, I've been walking along it and making hyperlapse shorts. Oh, that's cool. Along the stretches. That is really cool when you do it on your phone. You do like the I always find holding your phone manually and trying to keep your hand straight and then doing the hyperlapse. You're like, oh man, I've been recording for like 10 minutes, and then you do the hyperlapse and it's like a 2-second video. You're like, I need to do it for 20 minutes. It felt like.
That's awesome.
But Callie says, sunny days like today have been ideal for riverside walks. I'm shattered now, though. Very nice. Shibi says, think my vitamin G this week is having a lovely comfy bed to sleep in and having a roof over my head in the recent crappy weather. I'm eternally grateful to be able to live comfortably in a house. Very nicely said. Yeah, lots of love for you in here, Kaleah. So, yeah. Anything else? Any final words or anything you want to say before we wrap this up? Anything you want to plug? Is there anything you're working on? Any videos you got coming up? Any games that you can talk about, that you are going to talk about?
I think right now I'm just working my butt off right now. Trying to kind of get back on track with my long form videos. I used to post twice a week for long form, but like I said, working in VR, I am tired. I am beat. So I'm trying to get back to that cadence. But really, I'm just excited for the future. I always say anyone that is pursuing content creation or likes to make things, do it. You're your biggest critic. Do it.
Showing up is actually the hardest part with it. And we were talking about like being observant. We often overthink stuff. Like, just post. Don't make it perfect. Just make it exist. That is like half the battle.
It's never gonna be perfect. To you, it's never gonna be perfect. Nope. Like I just talked about this the other day. There's a lot of times where I put a lot of thought, time, effort into a video, and it completely bombs, or just like it isn't received how I thought it was. And then there's times where I literally, like, I might as well have just like farted and thrown it at the computer, and it works. Yeah. And like, it's like, 10 million views. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you never know what's going to hit. You never know what's going to work. But like, as long as you're having fun, you know, someone might see that stupid, silly video that I posted that took me 30 seconds and then go watch the video that took me 3 hours. So, you know, it's content creation is a fun journey, but yeah, definitely you got to ride the wave.
Yeah. Oh man. Was it an I Am Cat? No, it was an I Am Security video of yours that blew up, right?
Yes.
Because I remember actually it was around Fitness Fables and I had you in mind, and then I think like a week later after we'd been speaking about you, that was when it happening. And I remember I was tracking because you were posting about it as well, and it was the most insane. Like, Didn't you do 100,000 subscribers in like 2 days, 3 days or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
I always talk about how I hit 100,000 subscribers. If you look at the video I posted on Instagram, I hit 100,000 subscribers right beside my grandmother, who was, you know,
Right.
dying. I don't know the best way to say that. But yeah, it was like literally it happened overnight. And like, cause I went to sleep with 4,000 subscribers and I was so proud of that. And then it's like, oh, here comes your YouTube play button. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, that is still on my wish list. My plan is, I mean, I said it was last year, didn't quite happen. I think this is the year that we were talking before the show about I've been, without having a better way of saying it, I'm trying to unfuck my channel, which is like I lose subscribers, I gain subscribers. I've been around 50,000 subscribers for like 10 years now, but it is turning around now, and it's going to be one of those things like. It's like I'm on like an elastic band or something, and I'm running and I can't. And as soon as it snaps, which is about to, I'm gonna go off into the distance. That is the hope. We'll have to see if that happens.
Okay, I think this is gonna be your year. How about that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Universe. It's
Manifest.
Very possible. You never know.
This is it. Well, no, and especially with all you're saying, like the VR community is incredible, and obviously there are toxic elements of it. There's the unhelpful platform wars, but like overall, the people that show up to stuff like this and live streams and videos and that, and just want to have a good time. It's all great, and not everyone who tunes in are actually gamers or VR people, but they just like having a good time, and appreciate you all for it. So. Kaleah, I've got all your I've got your links in the description of this video, so people do check Kaleah out. Just awesome feel good content, and also if you want to learn good games to work out on, I mean, I'm always checking in, but yeah. Do hit the like button before you leave, and do subscribe, ring the bell to be notified of all future ones of these, and we'll see you next time. Kaleah, stay there. Oh, you got a pipe. Look at this. Detective. Is that a slight at me being British? Is that a British thing?
It's what I do.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
Get my monocle out. I haven't actually got a monocle. I should get one. I need to live up to the British stereotype.
100%.
All right. Catch you later. Cheers.
Chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness
Always got to make sure the guest doesn't disappear. Like, because I've had it sometimes where I go to that credits and they just like end the call. And I'm like, oh no, it's gone. And everyone's going to think I've upset them, or what was Myles saying back there to upset them? We were actually just talking about live streaming setups, and you've always thought about live streaming. Not to put you on the spot. I honestly, live streaming is just messy anyway, but that's kind of why it works. One of the main reasons I do live streaming, actually, I did live streaming before I did YouTube. I used a website called Stickam back in the day.
Oh, nice, yeah.
But about 8 years ago, I got like, actually, it was more than that. I basically got burnt out with making videos because I've been doing it for so long. And live streaming, like, you do prep for it, but you record it, and then once it's done, it's done. I mean, you can do timestamps and pieces like that, but that kind of peace of mind. But when I do my VR live streams, I do package it as a regular video, and what I mean by that is when I go live for a Let's Play on this system, as soon as I go live on YouTube, it will play the trailer of the game I'm about to play. So it means that as it starts, bam, it's like a high, a really high production promo thing. Usually means I lose monetization rights because of some music that the game has. So kneecap myself from the get-go. And what it means is while that's playing, I can stand in position with my VR headset, because when I first used to do it, it'd be like, it would start and I'd be off camera and I'd be like, hey everyone, I'm just here getting, let me just put my headset on.
1 second, you all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Whereas now I'm in position, I do my Let's Play, do my final thoughts, and then end it. And it's like, it's a format. And it means now when people watch it on replay, and I see it in the stats, a lot of people skip the whole thing to the end because that's when I give my final thoughts. And I'm totally cool with it. Like, people go there and they know what they're expecting, and it kind of works that way. But sometimes I'll do a live stream and like the sound is cutting out near the beginning, and so in the timestamps I'm like, skip this bit, and I'm killing myself going, maybe I should just do it again. But I'm like, no, it's don't let perfect be enemy of the good. Leave out, people know it's a live stream. That the fact that anything can go wrong is kind of what makes it mesmerizing to watch. Like,
that's true. Yeah, that is true. I mean, anything with VR just makes everything so much harder. Like, audio, there's always an audio issue. There's always some sort of delay, or there's always something. And it just makes me,
The other thing also is on PSVR 2, they have their own broadcast system and like chat, but it's not like, you can't place it in your VR environment like you could do on Quest. And so what I do is I actually wear these, which are connected to the laptop, and I'm using speech to chat, so it's reading the chat out in my ears. And then on top of it, I wear my headphones for the game audio. But that's how I've always done it. And then there's been a couple of times where I'll put these in and it'll connect to my laptop, and it will override the microphone that I've got connected to my headset. So for the first bit, everyone's like, you're really muffled, Myles. And it's because it's using the microphone on these that are cupped in. So all people are hearing is like, oh, Myles. It's terrible. And again, I'm kicking myself. And people in the chat will know when this has happened. And it's probably happened twice out of, I don't know how many PSVR 2 games. Have I done over 300 now? Or is it over 200? I think I've done 250 or something now. A ridiculous amount. But anyway, honestly, thanks so much. Keep doing the good work, and have a good rest of your week, everyone. Bye-bye.